go. Oof, oof, oof. Bro thinks he's going infinite on me, man. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because tonight we are running the Boros Warp. We are headed into the Warp. We are fully committing to piercing the Great Shroud, heading to light speed. I don't know what other euphemisms you want. This is going to be a Boros Warp heavy Edge of Eternities focused deck here, with token generation and using a bunch of tricks with aggro to really deliver a lot of damage out onto the board. It is very surprising how quickly and how aggressively this thing can grow and get out of control, and I don't think that people are expecting it. I don't think that people are using it this way yet. So I'm really excited to show you guys this one for an aggressive token aggro Boros in the new Golden Warp. So before we get down to that, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you, attack you, and rip you apart for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainej for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube, both of those places. You can see me go live, hit that bell. Get notifications. We do anything fun, you'll be there. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, poster decks, memes, ask questions, whatever you want, it's there. All the support and community is on Discord, and of course this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So what are we talking about when we bring in the Boro Warpo right here, which I call the Golden Warp? This is a new ability, and you're going to hear me say the word warp 100 times, so just be aware. This is a new ability that lets you pay this cost. The card instantly comes onto the battlefield, but then goes into exile the next turn and can be played at the beginning of your end step, at the end of your turn, and then it can be played from exile for its regular cost later on. So you can surprise somebody on the board with the warp ability and then bring it back later. This is going to be essential to what we're doing, because we're going to surprise people with low costs that are going to suddenly spiral out of control and pump our cards to a ridiculous degree. Stadium Headliner is going to be your pretty much standard 1 red, 1/1 warrior goblin with mobilize. We do want to generate tokens because we are trying to kind of go wide here and ping people with token generation for damage, which is really useful. He also has the 1 red, sacrifice this creature, deals damage to each other creature you control. Not each other creature. Deals damage to 1 creature you control equal to the number of creatures you have. Very, very useful card, especially with the warp ability. Not warp ability, but especially with some of the other abilities we're going to combine it with. Full bore. Not enough people are talking about this crazy Kavu card right here. 1 red. It is warp. It is, what is that card that they banned? It is Monstrous Rage for warp. Okay, if you miss Monstrous Rage, you said, man, I wish something that added +3 and gain trample and haste as a 1 red. This is the guy for you right here. So anytime if the creature was cast for its warp cost, it gets trample, haste, +3, and +2. The amount of damage that you can put out with this red card, if you wait your turn to hit some of these low costs, you can play Exalted Sunborn. You can play an Angel and immediately attack on turn 3 for 7/6 trampling lifelink. That's how powerful that is. That's how ridiculously absurd that the full bore is right here. I think not enough people are paying attention to it, and I hurt people tonight with this one. So let's keep this one in mind as we go forward. We're going to do a basic pattern of removal here. We're going to do 4 get losts for our enchantment and other creatures and planeswalkers that we don't like, and we're also going to do lightning helix to hit people directly in the face with damage and get the other cards that we don't like out of there. Those are going to be really good. Lightning Helix has a secondary effect as well that we're going to talk about with Halia in a second. Voice of Victory is going to be our 2-drop. 1 white and 1/3 Human Bard, arguably the best mobilized card, pound for pound, price for price, from Tarkir. Mobilize 2, meaning that when you attack, you create 2 tapped and attacking 1/1 red creature tokens you sacrifice in the beginning of your next end step. And your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Take that, blue. So very, very useful card. It drowns out your opponents. They can't cast, and you get the ability to generate those tokens and push in aggressively there, which is a great 2-drop. So that's going to be our only 2-drop right there, and then we have Get Lost and Lightning Helix. Now let me tell you the trick. Now here's going to be where we get all the warp cards. They're all going to be at 3, 4, and 5, but they're cheaper. Halia, Guided by Light, is a great one right here. I played her in my Orzhov deck. You may have missed it. Not a lot of people saw that one. Take a look at the Orzhov Knight Soldier. She is a human soldier, 1 white and 2. Whenever Halia or another creature or artifact you control enters, you gain 1 life. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card if you've gained 3 or more life this turn. If you have had 3 creatures, including her, enter, you draw a card every turn. You draw an extra card. The fun thing about her is if you put her down for her warp cost and then attack with Voice of Victory, she gains 1 life for coming in, and then 2 more token creatures come in, and guess what? You've gained 3 life, you draw a card. So for 1 white, you basically gain 3 life and draw a card whenever you attack with Voice of Victory. That's not a bad deal, guys. You can do that on turn 3, gain 3 life and draw a card for that combination play right there. Or, hey, you want to be real snazzy with it? Gain 3 life, draw a card, hit full bore on her, and swing in for 6 trampling on turn 3 along with your Voice of Victory. You can pull off an insane number of combos if you stack your warp cards correctly. You're going to see how to do it. You've got to figure out when it's the right time to play those costs, when to pump up, and when to do all those other things. So she's a great way to gain life, and of course, get off of gaining life, draw cards as well. So she's there. Screaming Mimi. I got to do it, man. There's too much life gain out there right now. We got to punish people with Screaming Mimi. It is arguably the best 3 red drop right now in the game. I think probably, even unarguably, maybe undisputed. 1 red and 2, 3/3 creature spirit haste. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any other target. If the damage is dealt to a player, that player cannot gain life for the rest of the game. There's no stopping that. There's no getting rid of that. There's no getting around it. If they have a life gain deck or are relying on life gain for some sort of mechanic, the game is over. They're screwed. It's done. You cannot beat that. It is so powerful. We have to put that aggressive pressure down on people. Nobody likes to remove this. Nobody likes to block it. Nobody likes to be blocked by it. It is a massive threat on the board that people need to deal with by turn 3. So he's going to be a really, really good one right there. Or she, I don't know what the hell this spirit is. Kind of looks like a woman, has long hair. Anyways, it's just going to be a huge threat on the board when we drop it. So you've got to put Screaming Mimi in there. Wefstalker Ardent. Here is a Drix Artificer that no one is talking about. He's kind of a miniature pinger right here. He's kind of a what is that called? Either a War Leader's Call or Thunderous Earthquakes or whatever it is. Tremorous Shakes. That 2-drop that does damage. Basically, he's a 2/3 for 3, 1 red and 2. Whenever another creature or artifact you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. You can warp him in for so cheap, though. You can warp him in for 1 red. And if you are doing this again and again with, you set up Stadium Headliner, you set up Voice of Victory, and then on turn 3, flash in Wefstalker, flash in Halia, and then all of a sudden you attack, you ping him, you ping for every other creature coming in, boom, 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 and then he goes away. You want to up that damage of the tokens you're going to generate with the amount of creatures that you're going to get. Tell you what, you warp in Exalted Sunborn and Wefstalker, or you warp in Wefstalker then Exalted Sunborn. You generate double the tokens with this angel. So when they swing in, that gets 4, that gets 2, it does 6 damage. Perfect. That's what we want to look at it right there. So you've got to figure out how to play this optimally. You've got to put it on a turn that you're going to generate a lot of tokens or put a lot of creatures in, swing it in and do that damage and make them really, really get punished for you slamming them with a lot of creatures. So Wefstalker Ardent, super cool uncommon card right there for you. Memorial Team Leader. We're back to Kavus. I remember when we were playing Kavus back on Dominaria in the 90s, in the 2000s. Here we are back again. During your turn, other creatures you control get +1, +0. 4/3 for 4. Uncommon. Decent. Solid. You know, a nice banner effect for a 4/3 beefy guy. Here's the trick with him. Okay, he also has warp, 1 red and 1. When you're gonna go in with a aggressive, when you're gonna go in with a super aggressive turn, you're gonna generate all of these tokens, or you have a huge swing. Play one of them. Play 2 of them. You can get 2 of them for the price of 1. For if you have 2 of these in your hand, 1 red and 1, run red and run. Everyone gets +2/+2 across the board. I'll tell you what's another secret that I like to do with this guy. He's already a 4/3. Drop him. He's a 4/3. Everyone else gets pumped. Put full bore on him. He all of a sudden is a 7/5 trampling going in that early. You talking about the turn 3 hit of your life right there. You do Voice of Victory and a Memorial Team Leader. Voice of Victory is going in for 2. All of the tokens are going in for 2. And Memorial Team Leader is going in for 7 trampling. That's a grand total of 13 damage, possibly on turn 3. That is huge aggro numbers right there. That is the type of aggro numbers we like to see. That is the punishing, reeling smacks that we like to see on those hits right there. So he can surprise you. You can figure out ways to combine these cards to really, really surprise people with a sudden amount of damage that is just going to bring it up. Yeah, he's on your left. And of course, I already talked about Exalted Sunborn, 2 white, 3 Angel Wizard with some of the most beautiful art I've ever seen. Flying, lifelink. If 1 or more tokens would be created under your control this turn, create twice that many. Very, very useful if you're going on a big token spam turn. Headliner or Voice of Victory, any of those turns that you're going to create a lot of tokens, especially if Weftstalker is there to deal damage for double the amount of tokens that's going to come out. And it is a 4/5 flying lifelink with a warp for 1 white and 1. Very, very cool card. And again, even on its own, even if you want to play it for its warp, it could be a finisher for you. It's insane that you can get this down for 2 and hit full bore on it, and it's 7 damage. It's 7 damage, lifelink, flying, trample. That's huge. That's just a huge play. I don't think people are talking about full bore enough. The warp Boros combination plays right here are just so fantastic, so wonderful. As far as Landis goes, 5 plains, 7 swamps, Inspiring Vantage, Sunbillow Verge, and of course we have the new Sacred Foundry ready to go. If it's a great little, it's the pain land, it's the shock land, very, very useful. Just be easy with it. Don't shock yourself too much. Just be cool and you'll be good to go right there. The fun thing about Sacred Foundry is it counts as a land. It counts as a plains or mountain for Sunbillow Verge, so I'm comfortable playing 4 of those. Inspiring Vantage is good for early plays as well. We look at it right here. This is a standard deck, 2.5 average. 25 creatures from Angels to Wizards, Artificers, Drix, Kavus, everything. 12 instants, 24 lands, no enchantments, no artifacts, no sorceries. That is what we're looking like. I like my Boros little burning hand right here. A little bit more red than white on this one. White is still important, although the red is critical. Golden Warp, that is what we're looking at. Pretty smooth curve, 25 creatures and 12 non-creatures. That is what we're saying. Again, this is all about the trick play, guys. This went 8-1 in Mythic, okay? This really dominated. It has a, as of right now, what we did is it has a, yeah, it went 8-1 tonight. It has an 88% win rate, which is nuts. As far as the sideboard, Honor for drawing a card, put a 1/1 counter and draw a card, maybe. Requisition Ray to crack those artifacts or enchantment. Plasma Bolt's a great way to hit the Void off to deal 3 damage. Or if something was warped this turn, you can do 3 damage to any target, including your opponent. I know people are thinking about Iomedane's Recruiter. They're saying that that kind of does both, right? It gives everyone +1 and haste until the end of turn, doesn't it? Yeah, you could, but, you know, it's not a surprise. We want to play new stuff. That's kind of the goal right here, right? War Leader's Call is not the worst thing in the world, although when I played it, it was a little clunky to get in there. I'm also really don't mind Nova Hellkite as a finisher, because you can warp that in for 1 red and haste in for 4 is a nice finisher on him. And Night Luminary is a decent card, an uncommon in case you're kind of missing something. The fact that he's a 3/2 that comes in and generates a soldier is actually pretty good. He's another good target for your full bore right there, because he hits 2 pings. So if you go with Weftstalker Ardent and then hit Night Luminary, you get 2 pings off. He generates a token, he leaves the token as he goes, and then you can play him again later for his full cost. So that is what we're looking at right there on the Golden Warp. Very, very fun combos. Absolutely does a huge amount of damage out of nowhere that people just aren't expecting. The really, really sudden surprise aggressive plays that I like to see in Boros. A fun new way of getting mobilized out. I hope you like it, guys. Let's get into some Mythic ranked games right here. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Let's warp to it. Sheltered by goats. That's obviously I don't have enough blue cards. Cat Mac. Add squirrels. A lot of good suggestions here. A lot of good suggestions here, guys. I think the issue is it's too slow. I think if we did full aggro with the high end. That's interesting, Chris Chaos. That's an interesting concept. Screaming Mimi. Oof. Belligerent Yearling. Okay, so I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna flash you in, and we're gonna full bore you. Ooh, that's gonna be a good hit right there, guys. Boom, boom. 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 There you go. He disappears back into the warp. Excellent. Lore Keeper. Dinosaur. Belligerent Yearling. Let's do this. We'll hold steady. What's he gonna do? Alani's Hatcher. Boom. He can maybe become 5. Oh, nope. 5. Yeah. Swing it in, bang it in. Memorial Team Leader. Okay, so we're gonna pull off something here. Next turn, we're gonna do Exalted Sunborn into Get Lost. Oh, we got him there. We got him there. Happy face. Okay, maybe we're on to something now. Maybe I needed to really commit. We needed to commit to the bit. Commit to the bit. Let's try it one more time. I go first. Nice. I like going first. Sacred Foundry, also known as Scared Foundry because of my dyslexia, my processing disorder. Let's do Pay to Life. Let's put down you. Right, green. Shoe Puff. Let's do this. Warp you in. Pump. I think we're talking now with this aggro, man. I think that this is a good combo. This really aggressive is nice. Hyper aggressive. Rise at Shoe Puff. Let's do you. Yeah, this a lot more aggressive style is good. So we can either do Memorial Team Leader. He does not getting his lands here. I think we're in a little better shape. Tanuke. Memorial Engine Man. Let's do this. Okay, yeah, now we're cooking. Now we're fucking cooking. Now we're fucking cooking. That's what we can do with 4 mana. We needed to commit. Hey, what's up, Degenerate Hours? How you doing? Yeah. Now we're fucking committing to the bit. That's an ass whipping right there. That's what we're looking for. Oh my goodness, Irish Hippie, you were being sarcastic? On your alt? TJ on his alt was being sarcastic? I would have never guessed. I would have never guessed that. I would have never guessed that. It'll knock me over with a feather. Technically, you're not breaking the rules. I get my powers from the yellow sun. Technically, our sun is a yellow sun, by the way. I know it looks orange sometimes, but it is classified as a yellow sun. No, he's being funny because all he was doing was complaining about Boros, and I said, you've got one more time to complain about Boros before you're banned. So he complained about Boros, got banned, and then switched to his alt and is saying good things about Boros because he's doing a bit. Man, listen, man, there's nothing wrong with doing a bit. Boros Brastronaut. Brastronaut here. Captain Coco's. Boltway. Ooh, spicy. Spicy boy. Oh, the spicy boy. Let's put you down. Let's put you down. Boom. Pop. Yuna. Okay. Shock. He's gonna shock me. Boom. Ooh, he wants to get the double strike on the mic like a werewolf in the moonlight, but I'm not gonna let him. Oof. Pop. I have too much mana here. Don't draw mana, draw something else. Draw a juicy card. Delicious card. Nope, it's a mana. So we're going to hold steady. We're going to push in. Pop, pop, pop. We're going to wait him to commit with that and then kill it again. We drew too much mana here. 36% chance of another one. Boom. Pop. Boom. What's he gonna do? He's got that. He's going in. He's probably mad about it. He's gonna burst lightning that. Bango. Okay. So now I think he's pretty much cooked here. I think he is pretty cooked. Oh, the Hellkite. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna bounce. That's gonna ping him. Yeah. Irish Hippie, I want you to look at chat real quick, and I want you to estimate how many messages have been yours in the last 20 or so messages. And I want you to do a little bit of introspection about that. This is a terrible fucking opener. I do have removal, but man, that's a shit opener. I'll go for it, though. too much mana already. He's probably going to run... Oh, Null Priest of Oblivion. That's a fucking weird choice. Let's do this. Oof. Let's wait. Okay. Unstoppable Slasher. My turn. Still more mana. Wabango. Going in. Okay, so we flooded out again. This game really wants me to flood right now. I shouldn't have kept that shitty hand, but I couldn't resist. We're 6 mana out of 9 here. Wow. Okay, so that's just an L. The game just said, hey, Jay, take an L real quick here. Take an L. Just go ahead and take an L, Jay. I'm going to give you 7 lands out of 10. I'm going to give you 7 lands out of 10. Just take a fucking L, Jay. Just lay down. It's all right. You don't have to fucking... You don't have to stun every game. Just fucking lay down that game. Do you need 7 lands right away? No, but, you know. You know, it is what it is. I'll keep it. Let's hold steady. Here comes a guy named Screaming Mimi from across the battlefield. Shadow Stinger. Oh, interesting. Should we do this or Ardent Weftwalker? Let's do this guy. Boom. Kills him. 3 damage. Boom. Warps back out. Over the edge. Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. Yes, it is very similar to that. He's going on your left. Very good reference. Good reference. Okay, so let's do Weftwalker. We got to get him within range. If I can get him within 3, we'll pop him. If I can get him within 3, we'll pop him. He's gonna go up. He's gonna get double strike on the mic. He could have a pump to do an insane amount. Singeing shot. Ooh. All right, so now we gotta fucking get him early now. I gotta do this now. No mana. Oof. Deal 1 damage. Ooh, he foretold something. Okay. Now we're gonna be cooking with portals. Watch this shit. Now we're gonna be fucking cooking with portals. Tell me fucking that ain't fucking busted, dude. Tell me full bore ain't fucking absolutely cracked. Tell me it's not fucking cracked. Tell me it ain't. 7 damage off the fucking 3 mana. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh yeah, Chris Cass, are you in like enforcement? We can get 2 more likes when we get to 40. That's pretty cool. Fatty Ogre. Interesting. Oof. Oof. Okay, we'll keep that. We'll do Sacred Foundry, enters tapped. We'll do this. We'll hold steady. Vampiric Rites, interesting. I'll try to put her in, and I'll see if she survives. She may not survive, she just might get hit with removal right away. Hey, what's up, Nerd Gamer Man? Zuxus Lol, welcome to the show. Okay. Bango, right? Okay, interesting. Probably a removal coming up. I don't imagine black on 4 with no other cards in play, is it? Oh, Enduring. Okay. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna go in. Boom, boom. We get to draw a card because Halaya gets the 3 life gain. And we got nothing there. We can get Sunborn out. Is he trying to go infinite on me? You ain't going fucking infinite on me, bro. You ain't going no fucking infinite on me. You ain't going. Warp in the Angel. Oof, oof, oof. Bro thinks he's going fucking infinite on me, man. Try remember who you and how you doing? Calm Turtle. I feel like we're getting a lot more fucking grease off this gun here. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like we committed to the bit and we're getting a lot more grease off this gun. Timeline Crawler, not bad. Good card. Delicious Pastry. We're gonna hold steady and put you down. Boom. So do we do Ardent Weftwalker or Memorial Team Leader? We'll do Memorial Team Leader if he doesn't kill this. I think he'll come in with Time Walker again. Ooh. He probably doesn't know what to fucking ban here, though. He'll probably go for Screaming Mimi because he recognizes that. And he knows that that's a powerful card, which is good because it's not actually our power card right now. We have weird combos. Irish Hippie, you're starting to actually aggravate me in chat. So I'm asking you, chill the fuck out. Because you're spamming chat with fucking nonsense, and it's starting to aggravate me for real. So, chill, bro. That's all I'm asking. Nothing more. Be cool. Karsi Revenant, good card. We are going to Helix this. We're going to warp you in. We're going to push you in. We're going to gain that. Pop, pop, poof, 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 poof. Down to 2, and it's real bad. That's because I'm a very tolerant person. But at a certain point, I feel like my tolerance is being abused. And you're acting in bad faith. Exile that. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the fucking... he doesn't have the fucking finisher here. Is it the bandit's talent? That ain't it. Yep, he's cooked. Cooked. Because you're not in YouTube. It should be appearing on your stream. It should be appearing on your stream. On your screen at least. Yeah, we had a terrible experience with this deck earlier with a very similar one, and now having committed to warp, we are doing a lot better. We're actually getting cracked here, which is really nice to see. It's currently 6-1. Yes, it is. White is needed because there's a couple of tricks that I want to do with white, especially with Helix. But I feel like white adds a je ne sais quoi. Halaya Guided by Light is really good. Voice of the Blast, direct removal. Less so Exalted Sudmorn, but Lightning Helix is also good. I also already did a mono red deck, and Boros is just a different color here, White Horns. But good question. I feel like it is. I feel like there's a couple of combos that you just can't pull off in mono red. You could run this mono red, but I think you're going to be at a slight disadvantage. I do think you are gaining a little bit more chutzpah off of Borosing it up. Yeah, Voice of Victory. There's a couple of cards that are kind of bringing it. Oof. Oof. I do apologize. No problem. Much obliged. Okay. Let's see how bad he wants to take this. Let's see how crazy he wants to take this. It was a good question, Whitehorns. I don't want to hit you like I'm criticizing you. It was a very good question, and we should often ask ourselves these things when brewing decks. We should say, do I really need this? Is this something that I really want? Is this going to be super beneficial to me generally? You know, or could I cut this? That's a smart brewer's question. So, thank you for asking it. Let's go in. Doof. Okay, end turn. Alright. We We want to get him within striking range of the Lightning Helix. Let's see what happens here. Who the fuck is this guy? He creates a dog? No, I'll take the damage. Oof. Fuck. You get the fuck out of my way, man. Let's do this. We would have killed him if we would have got any of our fucking other fucking support cards here. We only need to do 3 damage because Lightning Helix will do the rest. So if we can get in with 3 creatures, I mean, meaning if he doesn't board wipe us, we'll be okay. Rufus in rank, tell me about it. Should I just play my absurdly stupid big things? He's going in. He's not going to endure. He says, I can block this. Investigate. I'm an investigator. He says, haha, you can't stop me. Boom, 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 boom. You're only going to do 6 damage and I'll survive and I'll be able to pull off my combo. There we go. Nice. Should I play my absurdly stupid big things in my Tanic deck and play it like it was a Reanimator? You could do that, yeah. You could definitely do that. Oh, the one that creates an infinite number, that makes X number of artifacts, and then they explode. Devastating Onslaught, I think it's called, which is a pretty sick name for a card. Devastating Onslaught. Yeah, Rufus Shinra is not a known fucking quantity. He's not like a known fucking quantity, man. Mad Gangster. Okay. Ops goes first, which I'm not nuts about, but we'll try. Ugh, fucking Boros, man. I mean, Azorius. Fucking Azorius. Yeah, fucking Azorius, bro. Memorial Team Leader. If this is artifact, it's fucking artifacts, bro. It's fucking artifacts. Alright, let's try this. We'll do Memorial Team Leader and full bore. And full bore. If he doesn't exile something right here and he tries to ramp, we might be able to get him. Braided net. Not ideal. So we'll do this. Fuck, man. He's gonna braided net me. We'll do Memorial Team Leader. Fuck, man. I hate artifacts. I hate fucking artifacts, bro. It fucking sucks, man. It's fucking net. Stupid fucking net. Spring-loaded saw trap. Even if I warp her in, he's gonna braid and net me. So we just hold steady. Fucking artifacts. I hate this fucking deck, man. They should have banned, to get rid of this, they should have banned that one fucking card, man. Yeah, synthesizer, that stupid fucking thing. Stupid fucking synthesizer, bro. I've tried to use munitions. It has not fucking worked. It's very slow. Munitions, I thought it was going to be a banger, and it has been extremely slow. Which is a real shame. Yeah, all we need really is to get rid of Synthesizer and this deck falls apart. Okay. So we'll warp you in. See if he's got a counterspell or something here. Gain. Who's he going to activate? That's the one. Okay. We'll play this. He'll probably play his removal, his reaction. He could play that. He could play a fucking spring-loaded Saw Trap. Probably will. It's done. Down to 4. I can get him with my 2 lightning bolts. I can get him with my 2 fucking helixes. Yeah, he did immediately get Battlefront on turn 4. Nuts, wrong? I can get him with helixes here. Sure, post it in the appropriate location. That's all I ask. If it's supposed to be, if it's don't post it in main. Post it in like oh, okay, we got him. You have a fucking Spell Pierce? No? Do you have a Spell Pierce? No, he does not. There we go. Okay, full recovery on this one, guys. Full HP up. This absolutely ripped people to shreds in Mythic. All right, let's get a couple more in. Golden Warp. Love to see it. It's probably, I think that Warp is probably my favorite new mechanic. I don't think Station is a commander mechanic. I mean, I don't know how viable it is in ranked and all that. Void is fine. Void is, you know, supplementary. But yeah, the one that for standard is going to be the one that is, you know, they're going to do any good in standard is this is Warp. It's the one with the most practical use. Alright, this is going to be tricky because they're going to gain a lot of life off of me, but we still can put pressure on them. We'll hold steady then. I can get rid of that Get Lost and really come in heavy on them. Not get rid of the get lost. I can get rid of authority. Depending on what he does here. Vav. No, right now. Go pump. Okay. So now you flash in. You flash in. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. But we have a whole host of stuff waiting in the warp. A little expensive, but we're putting pressure on him at the very least. There's Boros. Didn't expect that. I guess he's been mana stuck. Oh, he's gonna flash and he's gonna do the same trick. Alright. Do 3 damage to him. I'll do a little bit more than that. Screaming Mimi. Let's wait. Alea. Trigger. Another Screaming Mimi. Craig Siege. A little slow to be going with this. A little slow for that. I think we do Memorial Team Leader here. I think we put the pressure on him, man. Because now with Screaming Mimi coming in, yeah, we got him pretty much. If this is a... That's Get Lost. Yeah. Yeah, we got him. 1 to 26. I don't see a recovery here. Even if he runs a wipe, he's pretty fucked. I've got removal in my hand. I've got haste in my hand. There's no recovering from this. He's not coming back from this. I mean, showing you the difference between this and the old one is, you know, it's obviously an improvement. He has Windstep Bastion here. This is the only improvement that he's put here, and Exalted. But I think that, like I said before, investing in Warp is where it's going to be at. I don't care how much damage he does. It doesn't really matter. Even if he sweeps me here, he would need a sweeper and a, yeah, he would need a sweeper and a counterspell, and just not in the cards. We'll get him with the GG. The last warp in the GG. There you go. Very nice. Let's close it up. Button it up. I certainly recommend Warp to everyone. I think that is... this is not great. I'll keep it just to see if we can't finish off good here. Alright. Memorial Team Leader. Halaya. Left Stalker. We need another mana. This is gonna go bad if we don't get one. Wolf, Stadium Headliner. Put you down. Okay. Halaya, Weftstalker. Halaya, Weftstalker, and or Weftstalker attack and then Halaya. Oof. Okay. I fucked that up. Should have done it the other way because I wanted to draw a card, or then I wanted to do 1 damage. The card was more important than the other damage. A lot of people have been playing Kellen, I guess, for the double strike. Recently. They just kind of learned that double strike's good. Oof, they're getting me good here, guys. Okay, no mana. We take that out. Even up the score here. Eclectic Elegy, Weftstalker. Yeah, we're just not getting the mana. That's just shutting me down, huh? That's a big cut it out, Jay. Cut it out, Jay. Just leave it alone. You're gonna get 2 mana and you're gonna be happy for it. Are you gonna get a 3rd? Hey, look, it's 3rd. We gotta take 2 damage for that. Pay 2 life. Get it down. Let's get you down. He's probably just got a removal for it. He's not playing the kill card yet. I feel like if he had one, he'd do it. Screaming Mimi will shut it down, but he'll probably smash it. We'll see. If he doesn't smash it, we're okay. He's not going to gain life anymore. We might be able to recover, but that was way too late in the game to be getting a mana. Mutinous Massacre. Yep. That's what we get. No removal, no blocks, nothing. We do this. We do Screaming Mimi. We do that. Yeah. No. 13 cards and 4 mana. The 4th mana on turn on that late in the turn is no good. Mana issues finally brought low. The win streak. It's brought down by mana. Still at an 81% win rate. It's 9-2 in Mythic. I can't complain about that, really. Like, seriously, like, you can't. 9-2 in Mythic is serious. 80% win rate after 12 games, or 11 or 12. 11? 12? I don't know. I can read numbers right now. It's good. It comes out of nowhere and just surprises people. It's really good. I like it a lot, and I like that it uses so many new mechanics. Honestly, I've noticed that so many of these good cards are frankly common and uncommon. We have Exalted Sunborn. We only have 2 mythic rares and 3 rares, but the most of it that really does set it off is going to be Weftstalker and Memorial Team and Full Bore, which are all uncommon. So not a bad upgrade to any kind of mobilized deck that you're going to be already previously running. Pretty solid overall. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.